long, and the way people are platooning these days, he may be a candidate for that. He's got to make some adjustments against the southpaws because it's killing him and it's killing the team right now.
Now the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Travis, a 27-year-old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, Dero, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Stepping in for the Jays, Josh Donaldson. He's ready for his first at-bat of his early season contest. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Just getting started here in the Bronx. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
One-two pitch is a curveball that misses 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
2-2 is a changeup that misses 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Hit hard back up the middle. Peterson fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Blue Jays nothing. Yankees coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the show. Jaime Garcia gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys. He needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say, sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
Oh, he gets a glove on it here to knock it down. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
From the stretch. Hit back up the middle. One there. On to first to complete the double play. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He enters play hitting over 400 versus left-handed pitching, and obviously he's got a lefty out there today. I'm looking for a laser show, something exciting out of him, no doubt.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit hard, but right into the shift. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Justin Smoke. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. Dribble to the right side. That winds up foul. Grounder down the line at third. But that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. Nearly a big fly to start the inning, instead of foul ball. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21, some guys figure it out at 30, some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now. On deck, there you see Troy Tulowitzki. Set to deliver on 3-0. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And danger now is standing in as a fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. 0-1, here it comes. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And this is swung on and missed by Tulowitzki, and he's a strikeout victim to make for 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate. And the count holds at 2-2. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Smoke on the ground left side. And the Blue Jays break into the hit column as that's a base hit. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Here's Randall Grichuk as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up and it says 0-2.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get. And that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
The next 3-2. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Behind 0-2 now. Morales on third. Pierce on second. Richard on at first with 2 down. The 0-2 once more. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Here's big Aaron Judge. Set to lead off the home half of the second.
Aaron Judge.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a play! A great stab, but this will be scored a base hit as the hitter reaches first without a play.
Hey, heck of an effort right there by the first baseman to keep that ball in the infield with a diving stop. Then it becomes a foot race, and you saw that runner get on his horse. He had to beat the pitcher to the bag, and that's exactly what he did.
From the belt, the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Stanton, California-born ball player. He was taken in the second round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
A little bit outside. 2-1. The head-to-head line against Garcia. He's done well, 7 for 12. He's also hit 3 home runs. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. The short, hit hard. The second for 1. On to first, and that's now 2 innings and 2 double play balls here tonight. 2 away now.
Just a 2-hopper to short. Can't ask for anything easier than that, and they roll up your basic 6-4-3 double play.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Chop weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. Ready for another chance? Kevin Pillar. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Kevin Pillar.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. On the ground to the left side. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Yankees are challenging.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
Standing in now, Devin Travis popped him up. Sanchez has a play. He's got it one away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Donaldson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. Pilar is on his way home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Here's Justin Smoke now. This is line to left. Gardner is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
0-1 the count. Donaldson stands at second with 2 gone. Missed with a slider.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. And he lays off again, ball 3.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. A run for the Jays thanks to the RBI double. We played 2.5. It's now 1-0 Toronto. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-1. Taken below the zone for a ball. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the 0-2 from Garcia. Very weakly on the ground. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Brandon Drury will bat next. The head-to-head line against Garcia. He's a .333 hitter. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And here's Grichuk to make the catch, and the side is retired. Back alongside Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the shortstop Troy Tulowitzki heads in to start out the inning. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Well, Yankee Stadium, of course, features a number of nods to the great history of the organization and its legendary players. But apparently, when you hit 52 home runs as a rookie, you rightfully get your own cheering section built in your name.
What a magical year 2017 was for Aaron Judge. The slogan, "All Rise," fit him perfectly. What's really cool about it was the Yankees weren't even sure he was going to make the team coming out of spring training. He emerged into the scene, was the talk of baseball going into the All-Star break, finished that off with a powerhouse into the season. One of the best young players the game of baseball has seen in a long time. All rise, Aaron Judge.
The batter, left fielder,
Digging in to try it again, Steve Pearce. He singled his last time up. Tulowitzki on at first, nobody out. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Rendell Grichuk waits on deck.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4. From the stretch. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. 0-1 count and the pitch. And the check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think he'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Fouled off. Now another 1-2. And a breaking ball stays outside. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's another 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So striding in, Russell Martin. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Digging in once again, Kevin Pillar. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. And that's taken for strike 1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Changeup in for a strike.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. Riding in once again, Brett Gardner.
Leading off for the Yankees, number 11, left fielder, Brett Gardner.
First pitch on its way. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed as Gardner's a strikeout victim, 1 away.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Bouncer up the middle. Travis fields it cleanly, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're ready for another shot now. Devin Travis. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Picking on the first pitch as this is on the ground towards short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Sanchez is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Justin Smoak, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. And there's ball 1.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Gardner. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're on. Here's big Aaron Judge. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
It'd be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And there's 1 away. Giancarlo Stanton now comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. strike one to start the at-bat.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Lined hard to center field. Pilar is there. 2 gone. Next for New York, Didi Gregorius. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. A little bouncer. It's foul, strike one.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Now a swing on 3-1, but this is chopped foul right around home plate, and the count will go full to 3-2. Grounded back up the middle. There to field it is Tulowitzki. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kendrys Morales. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Got to think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
Lays off. 2-2 now. Full count now for Morales. And through just 5 innings, he's coming up on 100 pitches now.
Yeah, Matty, I think one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up. And D-Row, if you're the offense right now, you're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, usually the starting pitcher doesn't get to see the lineup 3 times through. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a move made to the bullpen.
Jonathan Holder is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Jonathan Holder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Steve Pearce. It was a walk in his last trip. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Morales, base runner at first with 1 out. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the 2nd out. Here's Randall Bridger. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 2-0 on the way. 2-1 to count. A runner on first with 2 away. A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Blue Jays held in check. They lead it 1-0. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. We'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Right side. Travis has it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Hicks. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Brandon Drury.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brandon Drury. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now here's the pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Richard. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1. Russell Martin now. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel today. Hit back up the middle. Gregorius has it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Pillar. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And he gets ahead 0-1. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. This is on the ground over to first. And a step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in once again, Devin Travis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ball 1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's Brett Gardner now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Digging in to try it again, Jace Peterson. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And he lays off for ball 1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there. It's 3-1 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Ball 2 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you could bet he's not going to hold back.
Line towards center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And this will find the wall out near Monument Valley. Peterson rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. He's in there at the plate. And this ball game is tied here in the 7th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Into the box, Aaron Judge. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Ready with the 0-1. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. He'll get it into second. Throw won't get him.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Didi Gregorius is on deck. The 3-0 pitch. On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit. Judge rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score as they extend their lead to 2.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound. And that is going to spell the end for starter Jaime Garcia. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Here's Didi Gregorius. Hit down the third baseline. And a foul ball here, 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Set with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. It's 1-2. Tepera stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was selected in the 19th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2 is outside for a ball. 3 runs already home here. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through at 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still only 1 out in the inning. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Chasing after it is Pilar. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And it's a 4-1 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Ready once again, Aaron Hicks. He was a ground out victim last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that misses, ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Shoots this one over to first. And Smoke will take this one over to the bag, and the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Yankees 4 and the Blue Jays 1. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings. But guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
David Robertson been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. 8th inning from Yankee Stadium. Yankees on top in this one at home as you get a look at the line score. Here's Justin Smoke now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Fastball that just misses inside. The 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Sent out to straightaway center field. Hicks is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Kendrys Morales, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
sliced hard on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And 2-out success means Troy Tulowitzki will bat this inning.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important for them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
1-1 the count now. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Blue Jays leave a pair, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Aaron Luke is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set and the pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. One and 0 pitch on the way. Count even now at 1-1. Hard hit ball to second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. Here's Brett Gardner now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. And no swing apparently. Ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. 8th inning. 4-1 is our score. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Ready for another shot now. Jace Peterson. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2-0.
Here's the 2-0. Outside and low. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a check swing and a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Travis. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they lead it 4-1. Nighttime look there at the Chrysler Building, once the world's tallest structure, as we welcome you back to baseball from Yankee Stadium. Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Aroldis Chapman.
Here's Randall Grichuk. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Here now the 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
And that misses inside 1-0. Lifetime line against Chapman, just a 1 for 9. Takes a knee-high fastball. 1 out, nobody on. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Hit on the ground toward the left. On the first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Kevin Pillar. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Throw to first is in time, and the Yankees win it. The Yankees win.
Man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. New York jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jonathan Holder claims the win out of the pen, his first. Aroldis Chapman hammers down the save, his 8th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 1 man on base. For the Blue Jays, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time to the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Our fate attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the New York Yankees took down the visiting Blue Jays 4-1. The Baltimore Orioles took down the Tigers in Detroit 2-0. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim got 12 hits in this one as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-3. The Astros amassed 14 hits in the game as they sank the Mariners 7-0. The Mets knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 6-5. The Pittsburgh Pirates took the win in extra innings over the Phillies 3-2. The Brewers put together 10 total hits as they manhandled the Marlins 7-1. The Diamondbacks totaled 13 hits as a team as they dismantled the Giants
A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. CC Sabathia will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Center fielder, Kevin DeLong.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied down the left field line. On the move is Stanton. One down. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And another foul ball.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Missed with a slider.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
This one's down to third. Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs.
Batting third, second baseman.
Stepping in for the Jays, Devin Travis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And they're going to call this a home run. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. Travis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Toronto. Blue Jays nothing. Yankees coming to bat on MLB Network. Stepping into the box, Brett Gardner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Gardner.
First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Pierce is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, it's no secret. They need the big Giancarlo Stanton to turn it around soon. If you remember, he hit over 50 long balls a year ago, so it's definitely concerning for everyone involved to see him struggling like he is right now. He does have tons of talent, so I think we'll see him come back to life really soon.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sharp ground ball to third. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Hard liner to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in. Here's Steve Pierce now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Next to bat for Toronto, Rendell Grichuk, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. This is on the ground over to first. Bird has it, and they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting 7, designated hitter.
So the plate now is the designated hitter, Hendrys Morales. fly ball out to straightaway right field. Bird is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Next for New York, Didi Gregorius. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. And now this is booted by Tulowitzki. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting fifth, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez, the American League's silver slugger behind the plate a year ago. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar is there, and he has it for the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Randall Grichuk. It's the ability to put it together every day on a consistent basis that's going to separate this guy from superstar to average big leaguer. Look for him to make an impact on one side of the ball today.
In there, strike one.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two. Gregorius, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And the run will score as the Yankees grab the early 1-0 lead.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Brandon Drury will bat next. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. And here's Grichuk to make the catch, and the side is retired. Now the first pitch from CC. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Sent on the ground out to second. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Russell Martin now. Previous history with Sabathia. He's got 8 hits in 28 tries. He also has 1 home run. A ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And he misses again, 2-0. 3-0 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. On the move is Martin. Swing and a liner. Foul. Behind 0-2 now. Martin stands at first with 1 out. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. Drury has it. There's one. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
The batter, third baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yankervis Solarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and a strike to count. Look over from Sabathia. Here's the pitch. high and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Sabathia pauses. Here it is on 0-2. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 1-0. Here's Miguel Andujar now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Miguel Andujar.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Ready for another chance? Brett Gardner, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. Pierce is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Aaron Hicks. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right to Tulowitzki at short. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Devin Travis. He'll stand in now against CC Sabathia to get the inning started. Right back to work is Sabathia as he gets ahead of the first batter here. 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
This is skied into short left center. Stanton comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. Stepping in for the Jays, Steve Pierce, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1-0 the count. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Here's Randall Grichuk. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And there's the slider from Sabathia as he jumps ahead. 0-1. And he fouls this one off. And there's a base hit on the line. The throw home. Oh, and look at the throw from Stanton. He is out at the plate. 1 left for Toronto. They still trail 1-0. So stepping in, Aaron Judge hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
A cold strike on the inside corner.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. One gone in the inning now, and here's Didi Gregorius. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard towards center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as that graphic shows us, he currently leads the Yankees in that category. He's set. Here it comes. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now batting, left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A long 2-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. 6th home run on the season for him as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
now batting,
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Pulled toward right center field. Pillar's there, and that retires the side. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 3-0 New York. Leading off the inning, Kendrys Morales, and they'll need him to get something going here. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
A ball and a strike to count to 2 low now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
In now, Russell Martin. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Batting average down in the low 210s. 3 homers and 6 RBIs. Behind 0-2 now. Morales over at second. Tulowitzki on at first with nobody out. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's the 1-0. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1 home. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Ready once again, Yankee Solarte. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Grounded back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And he is in there with their first run, and it's cut to 3-1 now.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
Oh, and 2, here it is. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So now 2 men in scoring position. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Sabathia pauses. 2-2 on its way. Hit in the air to shallow center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Riding in once again, Brandon Drury. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Second baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Comes set, and the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out. Here's Brett Gardner now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit toward the hole. And there's his first base hit in this one. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. No balls and 1 strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Hicks is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. Tulowitzki. He's up with it. The throw. He is out. Here's Justin Smoke now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Drury is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, left fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Here.
A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Ball 2. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Hit hard on the ground to first. Bird fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's Didi Gregorius. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Sanchez carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat, trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. Solarte scoops it up over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. And a high strike there, 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
A ball and no strikes. Next pitch will make an even 80 pitches for Sabathia. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs, I don't think he's working around him.
Russell Martin, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the 2nd walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 48, coming.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball that just misses inside. The 1-0 is in off the plate.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
None out. Runners at first and second. So 2-2 now.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Morales at second. Tulowitzki at first, 2 out in the inning. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Swing and a little tapper. Here's the 0-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Popped him up. And this will land foul. The next 1-2 pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now he lifts a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory on the right side.
And that'll do it in the inning as the catch is made in the coach's box.
Blue Jays leave a pair. They still trail it here 3-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Toronto, number 24.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brendan Drury. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the
Leading
seventh.
off for the Yankees, second baseman,
From the stretch.
Drury.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Hit back toward the mound. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the seventh.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. Barnes is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Pierce is in pursuit. He's got it one away. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Gardner.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And this one's in the dirt. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Here now the 2-2. Oh, it looked like he lost the grip there as it's past Martin all the way to the backstop. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. Riding in once again, Aaron Hicks. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. This is skied into short left center. Pierce sprinting after it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Yanks strand of. Ready for another chance? Devin Travis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Dylan Betances been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. And a bouncing ball foul. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. 8th inning from Yankee Stadium. Yankees on top in this one at home as you get a look at the line score. Digging in once again, Justin Smoke. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. 0-1 the count. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Slapped hard the opposite way. Stanton is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. So that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Line toward the alley in left center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. 2-out success means Randall Grichuk will bat this inning. Ready once again, Randall Grichuk. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Got him onto his front foot. It's 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Score holds. It's 3-1. Tyler Clippard will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Digging in and looking for more, Didi Gregorius. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the hard plate.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Nope.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Up around the face.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
2-0 to the Yankees left fielder. Now the 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Skied into straightaway right. Grichuk has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, and it's still The beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from right here in the Big Apple. Aroldis Chapman comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. A fastball right over the outside corner. Now the payoff pitch home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. It looked like a 3-2 pitch out of the zone could have got on base via the walk, but he wanted to knock instead.
And he takes ball one. Lifetime line against Chapman. He's hitless in 6 tries. That's wide, 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Is looked at for the first strike. The 2-1. Fouled away. Morales gets his lead at first, nobody out. Tulowitzki comes up empty there as he swings and misses for the first down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Judge is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Center fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. The 1-0 home. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Into the box, Yankervis Solarte. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. He brings it in, and the Yankees have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The New York Yankees took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. CC Sabathia notches his 3rd win of the year. Aroldis Chapman earns the save out of the bullpen, his 9th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 1 run on 10 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. The winning pitcher is CC Sabathia. His record is now 3-0. The save goes to Aroldis Chapman. He's 9th. The loss goes to Marcus Stroman. He falls to 1-3. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.